Friendly hello, hi. It is Mr. Muffin. Welcome to stream and today's episode of weel, the only show on YouTube and Twitch. That's it. I'm the only one. If you watch anyone else, I'll find you. The story goes as follows. A year ago, I have purchased a bundle that included 1,105 games. And using the wheel, we will decide which one of them were good, which one of them were bad, and which one of them shouldn't be in the bundle in the first place. Today on wheel, the world begins with you. Morphosi. Surprise Mechanic, the gaming trivia. Peace of Mind. Isolation Story. Night in the Storm. Forgiveness Escape Room. Inner Anthology. Witch Ball. The Whisperer in Darkness, Legend of Hand, and The Secret Cheese Game. Let's quiet down the music. And spin that wheel! Ah yes, it's Night in the Storm. Remove it from the wheel, keep it in our hearts. Night in the Storm. Vera is the lighthouse keeper in the little island of Tempest Rock. But a storm is raging outside and the old building isn't strong enough to face against the winds and pouring rain. Help her maintain it in tip-top shape during this dark and fateful night to keep any ships from crashing against the rocks below. To the live screen. This is what it is. I will need a controller for it. So this is Vera. Vera is a cute little bird. Don't know what to do yet. Ah, piss! I need the light bulb. So far, very. What do I do? Okay, it's not this. Okay, I don't know what to do. Light, no. People are coming. Okay. I'm gonna need to jump start the thing again. Do I need a light bulb? I'll check. Yay! Okay, so far it's very understandable what to do. I have a simple tasks. I'm a cute bird. I don't know if I have any other task or if the game is actually anything beyond this. Look at me. Look at the cute bird. Ah, fuck! Everything's going to shit. I wouldn't say this is very relaxing, but... because I constantly need to make sure everything works. But it's a nice time killer, I want to say. I wonder how long the game lasts, actually, if there is even an ending, you know? As soon as I left, god damn it, this is my life. Lighthouse Keeper is actually a very interesting job. I feel like I would do great at it. But at the same time, it's also probably very lonely. Nice. What happened? I win? Night in the Storm. Did I win? Oh, a cursor. Look. Look, it's my friend the cursor. Ah, I did win. Hell yeah. Now let's wait. Since I've beaten the game once, let's wait for some ships to destroy us. How many light bulbs do I have? Let's ruin everything. I am a lighthouse keeper. We kept the lighthouse one time, and now I'm just going to be a menace. I'm going to be a naughty boy. How many light bulbs can I have? I have 4. Let's have more. Look how many ships are coming my way. Oh no, what will I do? If only I had some light bulbs. And they actually see that it's a lighthouse, so let's see how bad it's gonna be. Oh no! Ah! Game over. So that's a very short game. I want to say very cute. I hope the person that made the animation is still working, because this is adorable. Character design is nice. Look at this man. It's probably him. That means we have to go back. Back to the past. Back to the wheel. Yay! Let us spin the music again. Yes, music has been spun. 1, 2, 3, 4, go. Ah, yes. It's a witch ball. Remove it from the wheel, keep it on our heart, bring back the music. Yes, this is the music time. Let me put it into the game slot. Witch ball. Right. Witch ball, witch fall, witch Steven. Plenty of games, starting with the word witch. Okay. Let's find the... Did I move the night in the storm? I did. I'm not a smart boy. Give me a second. Witch ball and witch ball. There it is. Look at this fancy logo. Witch Ball is a post-reality racing game played by children in the year 2601. Massive environmental change has made much of the world inaccessible and long-distance travel impossible. Communities are isolated, but communication has advanced to the point where short distances between people barely exist at all. In Witch Ball, 2 players compete in a high-speed foot race while simultaneously playing a 2D Pong-like ball game on the surface of the screen. Points are gained in both aspects and tallied per lap, so it's important and tricky to manage the space between better than the opponent. I'm illiterate today as well. Sorry. To the live screen. Witch ball. Yeah, look at this. Do I have any moves? No, I can move. That's about it. Let's see. What is this? Oh, what up? So I apologize, and we will fix it by spinning the wheel again. Ah, yes, it's Isolation Story. Remove it from our wheel, keep it in our hearts. Isolation Story. Virus 19 has ravaged the world. Take control of a mindless citizen and live through a 7-day quarantine inside of Lockdown City. Isolation Story is a life sim-style game where you buy supplies, avoid people, and manage your sickness while using new Gov Fun. Drink water, wash your hands, and use medical supplies to keep the sickness at bay. Can you endure 7 days of isolation inside of Lockdown City? The game where speaking to people can make you sick. Among other things, manage your food, sickness, and happiness to survive. Meet and interact with the other residents of Lockdown City. Explore quirky subplots. Get into trouble with the authorities. Collect and battle USB Mon. Plus, more. To the live screen. Yeah, I can use controller. Finally. Background music. Let's set it on 69. 69 is too loud. Please select a game mode. It is highly recommended to play on normal for the first time. Sure. I will listen to the... I will remove the cursor. Lockdown City. Yeah, fuck you, 2020. Go to prison. The streets are full of fear, folks. How long will this devastating virus continue to spread? Wait! We received a word that a vaccine may have just been developed by scientists in another country. 7 days? We need to hold on 7 more days before the vaccine can be deployed? Have they tested it? Who knows? Sit tight, folks. Not long left. God fucking damn it. There's no need to panic. You have nothing to fear. This just in, the new national bedtime is 6 p.m. No sleeping before then. Whatever you do, get some toilet paper. Wash your hands and drink lots of water to keep the sickness at bay. A vaccine? We can finally live normally again? Yeah, right. Emote. A cough. Hell yeah. This is me. This is my move. I will get some... Purchase snack. No. Cat! Cat owner seems to live in my building. I should return where I get a chance. Yo, what up? I have a cat. I have a cat. Box. A new decoration for my apartment has been unlocked. Nice. Yo, is that your cat? Psst, hey. You got any magic herbs? This lockdown has made it mighty difficult, you know what I mean? Even this tree looks tasty. If you have some herbs, I'll trade you this strange lab key I found. Oh hell yeah, I'll have to get some herbs. I'm tired. Oh no. Oh no. Yo, is that your cat? No. I need it. Mr. Mittens, where are you? My partner told me I shouldn't adopt another cat. I really thought I could keep an eye on this one. Is owning 8 cats in the span of a few years too much? I don't know what I'd do if poor Mr. Mittens ended up like Mr. Meow. Is that Mr. Mittens? Oh my heavens! Thank you so much for bringing him back. Stole my cat. I hear some noises outside my apartment. Let's leave the reality and go to the void. How far can I go from my apartment? Not very. Okay. Is your father? It's your father. Can you let me in? I have a few things we need to discuss. Come in, father. Thanks, coming in. Fart. Yes, fuck you, father. I'm leaving reality. I now exist outside of my realm. Father, why are you like this? I have exited my apartment. What do you want to know? Thanks, kid. I need somewhere to hide while the authorities sweep my building. Don't worry, I don't actually think I'm sick. I think Mrs. as though Godspeed to her. Your father has gifted you $10 for being a good sport. Oh, hell yeah, I am... You have died from a lack of food. Found a kitty, though. Nice work taking care of yourself. I hope that we don't have to see each other again. Spread the germs, kill the worms. I mean, kill the germs with your worms. Well... Nudie magazine. Nudie magazine. Looks like there's something inside it. Great, found some food. Well, what are you doing taking my nudie magazines? It might look like no one's using them, but trust me, they're in use. I'm not rude like you. I bring them back once I'm done. These are all everyone has in this building. They're very valuable at the moment. Judge me? Don't judge me. They make me happy. I just love laying on the couch and... How the hell else can I get myself going when I'm not allowed even to leave the damn building? Yeah. Neighbor wasn't too thrilled about that. Well, sucks to be you, lady. I got all the porn in the building. You can't stop me now. I'm gonna use all of it right now. I'm gonna use medical supplies. Fuck you. Next. Yes. Eat food. Seem to have some food in here. Should I eat some? Yes. Close fridge. How am I dead? Yeah, it was just... I just collapsed. I was perfectly healthy, but decided, you know what? It's time for you to die. And I did. And it was great. You know what else is great? Hula Bed! Yes. Welcome to Hula Bed. Let's turn the music down a bit. Yes. And now we spin the Hula Bed. Ah, yes. It's the Whisperer in Darkness. Remove it from the wheel, keep it in our heart, bring back the music. Okay. The Whisperer in Darkness. Rumors resurface, legends are resurrected. The Whisperer in Darkness is a visual novel based on the cosmic horror story by H.P. Lovecraft. Play is Alex N. Wilmar, skeptic and professor at Miskatonic University, as you unravel the hideous secrets centered at a secluded farm in the hills of the Vermont, coming even closer to mortal peril. 8 chapters of authentic Lovecraftian horror. Experience a linear story through painted illustrations, ASCII art, atmospheric sound effects, and unsettling musical score, and frantic email correspondence with a conspiracy theorist who might be a little too close to the truth. No guns, no fighting, just you alone to discover what lies hidden in the world you thought you knew. Once you find the truth, can you ever go back? Note, The Whisper in Darkness is a short, focused experience which takes under an hour for a full playthrough. The story has no branching choices and only one ending. It's just a nice story to read, it would seem. It's not even a proper visual novel, I feel like. Music goes off. And to the live screen. I'm here already. Hello. How's it not a proper visual novel? You mean it has no proper images? I want to say it's not a visual novel in a way of the visual novels I usually presented. So basically, a visual novel counts as a game purely because of its choice-based gameplay, like branching dialogues or something, and the possibility of multiple endings. That's what basically separates visual novels from regular reading, generally, and gives them the quality of a game. Here it's just apparently one story, very linear experience. You just read the funny book with... Okay, H.P. Lovecraft's The Whisperer in Darkness. Select a chapter. Chapter 1, The Thingus. From my studies, I devised that Davenport's connection between recent events and largely forgotten mythology was entirely fraudulent, though more recent folk tales of New Hampshire overflowed with reference to the Migo, or Winged Ones. Said to come from the sky, they had mines in certain earthly hills, where they gathered a kind of stone unique to Earth and flew back to their own stars. Akeley's first message came in an email one morning. Oh look, I can move. Left, 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 left. Can I explore? I paused to peruse my modest literary collection before conducting my daily activities. Recollecting the grotesque horror of my favorite works, I chuckled to myself. The newly risen legends could have fit nicely among them. Email from Hawakely. Zmail.com. Professor Wilmarth. I have read your summaries of Vermont folklore in The Reformer and was impressed by the depth of your research. As a student of anthropology and folklore similar to yourself, it is easy to see why you choose to dismiss these supernatural tales. Many a scientist would connect them with the silly legends and think no more of it, as I myself was originally inclined to. Unfortunately, for reasons I will explain, I'm afraid your opponents, ignorant as they are, may be closer to the truth. I have lived my entire life in the midst of the dreaded hills and forests. Following the latest reports, I explored deeper into the uninhabited hills and valleys, expecting to confirm their falsehood. I have come to regret my curiosity, for I now have certain unsettling evidence to the opposite effect. Indeed, as a man of science, I must now acknowledge that something strange is happening here. I do not intend in writing to you to spark any argument. My real wish is that you will hush the matter to the best of your ability. Nothing good may come of a thorough drawing the public's attention to this place. Please share this message with no one. If you wish to see the evidence I have collected, I will send it to you as soon as I can. I have taken several photographs of things I had discovered in the woods. Yours, Henry Akeley. Stone Circle. I don't know what to make of it. This print is neither artificial nor belonging to any native animal. Found this strange black stone. Akeley himself standing alone in front of the farmhouse. I couldn't help but begin to entertain the notion that something truly unusual was taking place near the Akeley farmhouse, though nothing so supernatural as he seemed to imply. Still, I never wrote to the papers again. Slowly, the debates died off. Back to the wheel. Hello. I suppose we have enough time, just enough time for me to go through the games that we've experienced today. First one was the game called Night in the Storm. It was a mix of browser time killer with some very nifty visuals. It was very short, extremely short. I have completed it twice on stream, within I think 18 minutes, purely because of how simple it is. And by completion, I mean I passed it one time without thinking too much about it, and I failed the second time. Second game was Witch Ball. Unfortunately, despite the fact that it looked very interesting and had a lot of warnings and a lot of setting to it, local co-op only, which was possible for me to pull off on a single keyboard, but I didn't want to do this, so we switched almost immediately to the isolation story. An RPG Maker looking game, but more complicated with 3D models. A very nice simplification and satirization of the current events, you know. And the last one was The Whisper in Darkness, purely reading experience of one of H.P. Lovecraft's stories. We went through 2 chapters out of 8. We are Dunsky. I do have to, you know, go through. What game was the wheel of best? Witch Ball is disqualified purely because it's I cannot play it outside of having someone around, and I feel like if I play this game with myself, that's a special level of sad. That's a level of sad you should never go into. Okay, the only 2 proper games, as it were Isolation Story and Night in the Storm. Despite the fact that it's not very good, Isolation Story takes the best part of the wheel. It's the most competent and the most... I enjoyed some plots. I don't really like the 3D model look. Night in the Storm gets the 2nd place purely because of how short it is. It has a very cute design, and I do wish a lot of future work for specifically designer and concept artist of that game. And unfortunately, the bad part of today goes to the Whisperer in Darkness. Unfortunately, it's not a visual novel, it's not a game, it's an experience. And it goes to the last place because the parts of experience that are unique to the designer of the game and the game developer are purely the artistic renditions of how to present the story by Lovecraft. You can't measure the genius of your boy HP and the fucking fish people, but you can treat the game from the technical perspective. And as I said before, it's a very weird mix of pixel art and really old Commodore 64 type pixel art with hand-drawn art. I judge it as a game right now. I judge it specifically as a game, because if I judge it by experience, I don't feel it's really ethical and simplistic to judge the games purely I like it, I don't like it, because experience is something very personal, right? I can have fun with shit games, and I can be utterly miserable within the masterpiece of like AAA gaming, and it's very subjective. But if I judge the game from technical perspective, this is how basically Wheel of Bed works. I am trying to be objective about the complexity of the game, I want to say the functionality of it, and the design choices that make the game. These are things that I can objectively judge. So this is specifically why. Because as experience goes, yeah, I loved Whisperer in Dark, and I'm going to continue reading it in this particular format after the stream. But unfortunately, it's not really a game, and it's barely visual novel. But yes, thank you so much for joining me today for today's rendition of Wheel of Bed. It was I, Mr. Muffin. I will see you next week, the same time. I hope I will not die and will not skip another week. As usual, be kind, do good, stay well, and get a good night's rest. Bish.